Welcome to the Embodied Empath Podcast, the space where sensitive, intuitive women learn to regulate their nervous system, heal anxiety, and live with grounded confidence. I'm your host, Valerie Lundgren. Let's begin. Hey, everybody. So, I'm just kind of wondering, what if healing isn't what you think it is? What if healing isn't the absence of anxiety? What if healing isn't feeling calm all the time? And what if healing isn't never getting triggered again? Because I think one of the biggest misconceptions in the healing world is that healing looks like becoming this permanently peaceful, perfectly regulated version of yourself. And honestly, that's not how real healing works. Welcome back to the Embodied Empath Podcast. I'm Valerie, and today we're talking about something I wish more women understood. The signs your nervous system is healing, and many of them don't look the way you expect. So a lot of women can't come into this work believing that when I heal, I won't feel anxious anymore. Or when I heal, I'll stop getting triggered. Or when I heal, everything will feel easy. And then something happens. They've been doing the work, they're showing up, they're practicing, but they still have a hard day. They still get anxious. They still feel overwhelmed sometimes. And they think, it's not working. But what if you're measuring healing by the wrong standard? You see, healing isn't about never getting activated. Healing is about what happens after the activation. Because being human means you're still having experiences, right? You're still going to experience stress and disappointment, conflict, grief, uncertainty. We aren't living in a little bubble out in the woods. We're still going to have these emotions and life events come forward. So the goal isn't to eliminate these experiences. The goal is to build a nervous system that can move through them differently. So what are some of the signs? Sign number 1, that you are recovering faster. This is one of the biggest signs of healing. You still get triggered, but you don't stay there for days. Maybe you used to spend 3 days spiraling after getting triggered, or a week replaying a conversation over and over, or maybe you got hours just stuck in this anxiety loop. And now you still react, but you come back faster. This is your nervous system resilience, not perfection. Resilience. A healthy nervous system isn't one that never activates. A healthy nervous system is one that can activate, respond, and return. Think of it like a tree. The strongest tree isn't the one that never moves. It's the one that bends and returns. Your nervous system is still learning how to return. All right, so sign number 2 that you are healing. You notice sooner. So many women think that I feel more emotional lately, or I notice everything now. I think I'm getting worse. But often what's actually happening is you're becoming more aware. So before healing, many women lived in this disconnected state from their bodies, not really understanding, ignoring the signals, pushing through the exhaustion, or they dismissed the emotions and just kind of overrode the emotions and that intuition. But now you're noticing, and that awareness can feel louder before it feels better. And sign number 3, you can pause before reacting. So this is a huge one. Maybe someone says something upsetting to you, and for the first time, there's space. Not a lot, but there's just enough. There's enough to notice. I'm getting activated. Enough to choose. How do I want to respond to this? That pause is regulation. That pause is healing. So know that this is super important. The prefrontal cortex, the thinking, decision-making part of your brain, comes back online when the nervous system starts to feel safer. So when you're deeply activated, the survival centers take over. When you're regulated, choice returns, and healing creates more moments of choice. Sign number 4, you can tolerate the discomfort. You're not avoiding it. You're not going to eliminate it. You're just tolerating it. You can sit with it. Someone being disappointed? Yeah, I can tolerate that. A difficult conversation? I can tolerate it. Maybe a feeling that you don't like that's coming up? I can sit with that. Or maybe an uncertain outcome. Yeah. Without immediately fixing, escaping, or collapsing, that's nervous system growth. And then number 5 is you need different things now. So this surprises people. As your nervous system starts healing, you may want more rest, more quiet, different friendships and different boundaries. You have different priorities now. And it's not because you're becoming difficult. It's just because you're becoming more honest. And your system no longer has the same tolerance for self-abandonment anymore. And this goes deeper for us empaths because healing often looks like feeling less responsible for everyone or needing less external validation. There's also more of this recovering that happens faster after emotional interactions. And trusting your own experience is a big one for empaths. Having stronger boundaries. And again, it's not because you care less, it's just because you're carrying less. And that's a beautiful distinction. And number 6, you're kinder to yourself. This may be one of the biggest ones of all. You stop treating every setback as a failure. You stop making your nervous system wrong. And you stop judging yourself for being human. And instead you begin saying, of course I feel this way. That makes sense. What do I need right now? Compassion is regulation. Self-criticism is activation. Now, I'm going to invite you to sit with me for a moment in our somatic practice. And remember, we want to do these practices while we are sitting still at a desk, at work, or you could be doing it at home, but please don't do this while driving. So go ahead and get comfortable in the position you're in, taking a moment to place one hand over your heart and take a slow breath in. Let it go. Just focusing on the breath for a moment. And now I want you to go ahead and think back to yourself a year ago, or even 5 years ago. And ask yourself, how do I respond differently now? What do I notice sooner? What do I recover from faster? Where am I more compassionate? And what no longer controls me the way it used to? And just notice whatever comes up. And say silently to yourself now, I don't need to be perfect to be healing. Take another breath and let that land. Great. Healing isn't becoming someone who never struggles. Healing is becoming someone who can stay connected to themselves during the struggle. That's a very different thing. And it's far more sustainable. So if you've ever been wondering whether your healing is working, maybe stop looking for perfection. Look for the recovery, the awareness, the choice, the compassion, the honesty, and the capacity. because those are the signs your nervous system is healing. Even if you still have hard days, especially if you still have hard days. And if this episode resonated, go ahead and share it with someone who feels like they're not making progress. And subscribe so we can keep walking this path together. You can also visit my website, valerielundgren.co, and download your free nervous system guide. You're probably doing better than you think. And I'll see you in the next episode. If this episode supported you, share it with another empath who needs it. And if you're ready for deeper work, somatic coaching, nervous system healing, or my Embodied Reset program, just visit mindfulwellness.me. Your healing is not a solo journey. See you next week.